Hot topic of the hour. America's government is shut down. It is stretching now into a sixth day with no end in sight. The Senate has another chance tonight to vote on a clean continuing resolution and the Democrats' counterproposal to open operations back up. That vote happening tonight at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. The White House now warning of mass federal layoffs if negotiations go nowhere. Here's the president speaking to America's naval fleet yesterday. Watch.
As your commander-in-chief, I will always stand for you. Despite the current Democrat-induced shutdown, we will get our service members every last penny. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. It's all coming. It's coming. And even more because I'm supporting the across-the-board pay raises for every sailor and service member of the United States Armed Forces. But we have to take care of this little gnat that's on our shoulder called the Democrats. They want to give all of our money to illegal aliens that pour into the country.
Senate Majority Leader John Thune, meanwhile, joined me yesterday on Sunday Morning Futures. He gave me the rundown on what happens next month if no bills are passed. What happens in mid-November after this CR is expiring?
I think we'll face another deadline, but hopefully by then we'll have more appropriations work done. We've got 3 bills passed. They're in conference. If we can get those out of the conference across the floor into law, do a few more. I keep telling Democrats, you'll have another chance. You know, if you want to take the government hostage again, you'll have leverage at that point, too. There are conversations happening on both sides right now on the issue of the enhanced subsidies. You can't do something about that without reforming the program, because the program it's flawed, it's broken, and it's subsidies to insurance companies who are gaming it in a way that enables them to make a lot of money by enrolling people who don't even know they have coverage. So there are changes we'll have to make in it, but there are some who want to see some program like that continue, and you can't have that conversation until you get the government open.
Well, Liz Peek, Kenny Polcari, good morning to you. You know, one issue here is that there's no catalyst, Liz, that's going to get the Democrats to come in and vote yes and side with the Republicans. He's got 2 Democrats already. He needs 5 more. The vote is tonight at 5:30. Otherwise, this goes on.
Yeah, I think that's right, Maria, because guess what? It's all about politics. It's all about performative politics on the part of Democrats. Sad truth is that Chuck Schumer is scared to death of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Back in March, when he supported a GOP funding bill, a lot of people rallied around AOC and said, oh, you got to primary Chuck Schumer. And polling showed she would win. So, of course, he's looking over his shoulder, as are a lot of other establishment Democrats. So this is all about survival. It's not about conscience. It's not about the subsidies for Obamacare. By the way, only 7% of Americans are enrolled in Obamacare. This is just not that big an issue. Yes, premiums may go up if these subsidies expire, but John Thune, I'm so glad you had him on your program and that he raised the essential issue here. Obamacare doesn't work. It never fulfilled its original promise. It is entirely broken, and that's why you had to have this enormous subsidies come through as part of the American Rescue Act and then the Affordable Care Act, or sorry, the Inflation Reduction Act, to make this thing work even a little bit. So, yeah, Republicans should spend some time on Obamacare. They're scared to death of it. But honestly, that is an issue going forward.
Well, I love the fact that the markets do not even care about this, Kenny. Once again, we had a record performance in stocks on Friday, and we begin today's trading session in uncharted territory.
Right. They're just looking right through this, and we've been looking right through it, right? Because people are very confident about where the economy is, what the investing environment feels like, and to them, this is all just noise in the background.